Look, I think we're going to do a live cut of this build. It's just too potent. The people want to know. They want to know what it is. And since we're the very first person in all of Destiny to discover this build, we have to tell them. No one has discovered this build before us. No one. It's a one of a kind. It is an original right here, live. First up, Osteo Striga. Screaming Swarm. Fire a stream of ascendant toxic projectiles that track the targeted enemies. You also have the trait Toxic Overload, where landing final blows from multiple precision hits triggers a burst that poisons nearby targets. Really, really good. By the way, this is a craftable exotic, but the Osteo Striga Catalyst, poison final blows return ammo to the magazine. And you can really amp up the mag as well, guys. Essentially just overload on overload on overload. It pairs beautifully here, though, with Necrotic Grips. Grasp the Devourer, where damaging combatants poison them, dealing increased damage over time, and defeating poison combatants spreads the condition. Provides a moderate benefit to the airborne effectiveness stat of all weapons of sorrow. Osteo is considered a weapon of sorrow. So therefore, it is synergizing with Necrotic Grips and Grasp of the Devourer. Now, this is where things really get wild. You have a Shackle Grenade, which you can consume. When you consume your Shackle Grenade, you actually gain the buff Weaver's Trance. And final blows while Weaver's Trance is active creates a suspending detonation. So, you've got Necrotic Grips, which is spreading this poison, activating with Osteo Striga, in combination with Weaver's Trance, which is causing unlimited suspension to everything. And we have different perks here, like Thread of Mind, where defeating suspended target grants class ability energy. You definitely want that. You're dealing damage, grenade generates grenade energy so that you can consume more. This is with Thread of Generation. Also, any damage. Rapid fire weapons especially, Thread of Generation is so good. You also got Thread of Continuity, where suspend, unravel, and sever effects applied to the target has increased duration. And then we have Thread of Warding, where picking up more power grants woven mail. So now that we got through this part, by the way, big shout out to Zenji, because this is her build. Literally her build. You go max discipline, okay? This is a kinetic weapon. I know it's a weapons of sorrow, but it is still a kinetic weapon. So we're still using kinetic siphon mods and producing orbs. We're actually rocking double here. And then we have Kinetic Surge, which is amplifying our damage and our damage over time. So this is really, really good for always just spreading more and more of this poison effect. And then, since we're getting our class ability energy back so much, we're going to be popping it as often as we can, because we can grant ourselves our grenade back, which we can consume all over again. And Weaver's here actually lasts, what is it, guys? 25 seconds. So you see the synergy here, guys. Now, for here, I do have a kinetic reloader. We also have impact induction and focusing strike. Again, even though everything here is being utilized with the weapon, keep in mind your arcane needle, which you have three of this melee, synergizes with Necrotic Grips melee. You can apply this poison directly. So anytime you're in a situation when you're like, oh man, I need to get some other abilities back, my grenade cooldown back, my class ability energy back, you can just simply use your melee and it will grant that. And then here we just have some different protection mods as well. Artifact mods. This is not a strand weapon, guys. So keep that in mind. This is not a strand weapon. This is a kinetic weapon. So this isn't really benefiting me at all. I do have these mods because I was actually rocking Circle Logic earlier. So I had these mods selected, which you can utilize here for whenever you actually pop a tangle. But either way it goes, still destroying a tangle with a regular weapon does create a huge burst. But if you have Circular Logic, you can essentially swap over, and when you create these tangles, you can shoot the tangles and it'll create an even more devastating AoE damage and suspend and everything else. That's the build, guys. That's essentially the build. And we took it into the Legend Lost sector, and we were able to essentially just sit back and let this build carry us and guide us. It's tracking rounds, guys. I mean, it's literally tracking to the enemies, spreading poison, constantly suspending. It's a deadly combination. I hope, Bungie, please make this intentional. I do not want to see this nerfed.
I'm in the cell block with the prisoners. The Guardian can follow my comm signal right to us.
They've hit a bit of a roadblock at the moment, but fear not, they're en route.
God, this build is so nasty. It's disgusting. Oh my lord.
It is pretty broken. Or not broken, but nasty.
It is. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh my lord. Definitely keeping this for day one. Dude, these guys are getting shit on.
So nuts at level
Dude,
content.
it really is. I do want to see it in GMs though. I want to see if it can hold up at all. I feel like once you get it rolling, it should still do pretty well.
Switch to crafted weapons if you have any. Level up.
I don't. Oh my god, I threw the... Nobody saw that. Nobody saw that, chat. Nobody saw that. My brain is not quite on right now. Yeah! Yes! Shitting on this man. Crow's putting it out there. I'm rooting for him. Really, really.
Kind of simping right now, honestly.
I'm rooting for him. I mean,
Target the most
simping or not,
and collect their
I think
essences.
he's
The
succeeding.
light of your balefire will consecrate them, transforming them into weapons of singular power.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, we just straight up went way too hard. Get it, baby. Give me that kinetic buff. Suspend. You're suspended. You're suspended. Nuts, dude. Absolutely nuts. Oh, this synergy is nuts. Remember that the stacking damage from Osteo guys doesn't just keep stacking. You know, you apply, you want to swap off to another weapon. So it isn't like this mega primary DPS weapon machine. It's good. It's mainly good when you start combining it with things. Yeah. Beautiful.
Dude, this is so good. Oh
It's
my god.
so nutty, man.
It blows my mind every time I use it, though.
Yeah. Chad, we're gonna do a live cut up of this build. This is the most disgusting build I have played with all season, and I've said that a lot. No lies. Some of the times it's been bait, but this is one of those times it's not bait. This is insane. The synergy here is insane.
Only Osteo was a strand weapon. Then it'd just be completely busted.
I think it would be too busted. Necrotics, yeah, chat. I think it would be too busted. But I mean, like, Weavers is so easy to proc. Get it, baby. Get it. Yeah. Oh, that's nuts. That's nuts. I'm not a Warlock main, but this makes it really, really hard not to be. This is a fantastic build. All right, so you guys are saying the loop you should do when going up against regular ads is to apply Oh, that was the wrong button. Yeah. Is this hot enough for you, chat? Is this hot enough for you? Proceed to consume another nade. I missed my melee. Wow. These are tracking melee. Oh my god, look at the suspend from that. What the hell? So you can just get the base suspend from your melee. Good god! My god, thread generation is so good. Oh, lovely. Lots of void shields. dead. There goes Flawless! Dude, look how fast we're getting our grenade back. Holy hell. Big damage, dude. Woo! I mean, I know I'm not rocking a Void LMG, but that explosion from strand weapons is still pretty sexy. Good grief, dude. All suspended. Alright, so we do that through the melee. Beautiful, beautiful. Matter of fact, I've got target lock on this thing. Chat, are you seeing this? We're quite under leveled. Or decently under level. Okay, this is kind of nuts, man. Holy hell. I mean, not the fastest completion, but this is, I think I relatively, I don't know where I would rank this lost sector, but it's not the easiest. Oh my god, the explosions, dude. Absolutely wild. I need Void! Yeah, you are now my expert build crafter in the stream. I will never doubt you again, Dindy. Not that I ever did. Freaking damage is insane. Oh my lord. Oh my god, this build is so good. So good. I don't want to play anything else right now. I mean, I'm not a Warlock main, but man, it is hard playing anything else.
Slap that like button like your mama told you right.